Hey everybody, General Gray here. Thanks again for stopping by to watch another video. I hope you guys enjoy it. This one is going to be about my first car. I have one on there that was my first car, but that was more of my first vehicle because that was a 1979 Chevy Suburban. This one here was a 1983 Chevy Camaro Z28. It was a fun little sports car. I say little because they're pretty light. Quite a bit of power for something so small back when it came out in '83, but it was a fun car. I got plenty of speeding tickets in it. I got in a lot of trouble in this car, even more so than with my Suburban. This one I would drive it everywhere, just going way too fast, and it was fun, but it was pretty much stupid. But anyway, I had fun with this car, and I want to know what you guys had for your first cars. Your favorite car, your first car, your first truck or whatever, and what you like about it and something that you remember about it. I mean, like I said, I remember just driving this thing way too fast, driving up and down the street, the main little drag where everybody would kind of drive around on Fridays and Saturdays when I wasn't working. I started working when I was about just under 16, and I couldn't drive until I was 18 because I couldn't pay for insurance. So I didn't buy a car. I didn't have a license until I finally got around to save the money. Finally got it, and this was the second vehicle I had bought, and I bought it about a month after I destroyed the Suburban. It was already an ugly car. It was already messed up anyway. It wasn't running good anyway. Everything was wrong with the car anyway. But it just didn't help that it had a teenage driver that just beat it up. So this is what I bought afterwards. My parents helped me out. They loaned me some cash, and they helped me buy this. And I ended up paying them back, but it took a little while. But this car I bought from one of those, buy here, pay here type of places, the guys that rip everybody off. No big deal, whatever, high interest. I got the car, I got everything I needed, and my parents were kind of upset because of the fact that I bought a car, a sports car. They did not want me to buy a sports car at all because they just felt, that I was going to do exactly what I did to it. And I did take care of this car. I did do oil changes. I did, tire rotations. I put brand new tires on it and all this kind of stuff. I did take care of the car, and it lasted quite a while. Driving as fast as I did, I had to replace stuff and do work on it and stuff like this. And my parents always helped me out whenever I had to take it to the shop because I was 19 years old, I was living on my own, and I just didn't have the money for it, but I needed a car. And this car was my, pretty much my only car for a while. And but it was fun. It was, like I said, we drove this car, me and my friends, whenever we went anywhere, after I got rid of the Suburban. We drove this car pretty much everywhere. Everybody wanted to be in my car because nobody wanted to ride in everybody else's mom and dad's car. They wanted to ride in somebody else's car. And because with mom and dad's car, you always got to be more careful, this and that. And I was not careful, although I did drive way too fast, and I did do stuff I wasn't supposed to. I did take care of the car. The work I did to it, I put a carburetor on it. I put exhaust on it. I put very good tires on it and all that kind of stuff. I took a really good care of this car. Now, when it finally gave out, I had a major problem. The problem was the car would not go into any gear except for drive. And being that I knew nothing of cars, and I pretty much still don't know anything about cars except for what they are and that kind of stuff. I'm not very good at being a mechanic on cars. I can fix the mechanical stuff, but when it comes down to electrical, there's just no way in the world I can do it. Well, this ended up being a $5 part. It took my buddy's dad about 15 minutes to fix it. I sold my buddy the car for $500. He fixed it less than a day later, and less than 2 days after they had it fixed, he sold it for $2,500. And I was actually extremely pissed that, he, didn't help me out. But, I mean, he didn't know what was wrong with the car either. And it kind of sucked, but, you live and learn. So now I know that if anything ever happens like that again, I know what to do. I can fix that issue. That issue is, it's literally a $3, $5 little connector that connects to the line on the wires on the transmission. So I know I know what to do next time if it were to happen again. But this was by far my favorite car that I've had. I mean, for used cars, as used cars go anyway. I do like my toy now, which I'll do another video on it another time, and I do like my new car that I own, which I will do a video on another time as well. Another car that I would just love to have was this and the Firebird. I didn't own a Firebird, but my buddy had a Firebird, and well, his dad did, and everybody thought I was crazy because of the fact that I bought this car and I spent so much money, and because it cost $1,500, and in 1999, $1,500 for a 1983 Camaro, no matter what was wrong with it or what wasn't wrong with it, was a lot of money. It had 100,000 miles, and in the Midwest, 100,000 miles is a lot of miles on a car. I know that now that's not a lot of mileage, but this car, I mean, overall, it did everything I wanted it to do. I mean, I could spin the tires, I could, just drive up and down the street. I could do whatever I wanted in this car. It was a lot of fun. We used to go out into big parking lots in the wintertime and just do donuts all day long. And another thing, it was just fun to do. But this was a great car. I mean, I would say it probably got about 25 to 27 miles to the gallon, which for a V8 305 with a 4-barrel on it was actually extremely good. It had 3-inch exhaust on it. My buddy's dad owned a mechanic shop, and they had a pipe bender, so we just made our own exhaust for it. And I did not have mufflers on it because we didn't need them. So I drove this car, like I said, I drove this car for about 3 years when I finally sold it. And to this day, I miss that car. I really enjoyed that car. It was a lot of fun. But I hope you guys enjoy this little story. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, what your favorite car is, and what you would have liked to have done, or possibly what is your dream car. I will do that on the next one. But I hope you guys like this. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Please leave comments. I will watch them, or I will read them and respond as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on my next video.